Listen, welcome to becoming a penny stock professional trader.
Think and Trade LLC makes no investment recommendations and does not provide financial, tax, or legal advice. Content and tools are provided for educational and informational purposes only. Any stock options or future symbols displayed are for illustrative purposes only and are not intended to portray a recommendation to buy or sell a particular security. Products and services intended for U.S. customers and may not be available or offered in other jurisdictions. Online trading has inherent risk, system response, and access times that may vary due to market conditions, system performance, volume, and other factors. Options and futures involve risk and are not suitable for all investors. Please read characteristics and risks of standardized options and risk disclosure statements for futures and options prior to trading, which is also available by calling 888-280-8020 or 312-629-5455. And investors should understand these and additional risks before trading.
Because this right here is going to challenge everything that you work with. The way that you make money best is research. I tell people all the time, if you'll put the time in, you'll get the money out. That's where it comes is in the area of research. What I want to start with is, what's the best strategy? When you're talking about buying penny stocks, the best strategy for penny stocks is buying low and selling high. Another thing about penny stocks, many of them that you get into, unless you get stuck, and we'll talk about getting stuck later in the lesson, unless you get stuck, you're going to want to make your money that day. I want to show you everything from setting alarms or alerts, is what we call them, to help you to know. If you're trading from your cell phone, you get that alert, hey, you go in, you check that out, you say, hey, it's time for me to sell, or it's time for me to buy. Either or. I want to show you how to get through that material and set those things up in your computer so you can begin to really make money from the movement of the high and low. The thing about penny stocks is penny stocks only range between 0.1 cent, which you'll see 0.01 up to $5. Some people say that is more, but if you look at the Securities and Exchange Commission information, most of the time you'll find out that these stocks are set from 0.01 cent, and you're going to find some even cheaper than that are at 0.01 up to $5. You can trade outside of that range later if that's what you want to do. Some people do that, and they include them in their penny stocks, but the basic range of penny stocks is from 1 cent to $5. When we talk about penny stocks, this is my main warning. I don't know, I may be a little bit older. Y'all ever seen that thing called Lost in Space? It's way back when I was a kid. They used to have a little machine on there hollering, warning, 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 warning. The warning is you have to watch out for what's called pump and dump. Pump and dump is a term that's used where people, let's say an individual comes along and he says, I want to open a penny stock. Anybody can open a penny stock. Everyday individuals, just like you and I, can open an IPO. There's a process that you have to go through. But I want to show you what they do to trick people into spending money. What they'll say is, hey, we got a new stock coming on to market, and it's the best thing since sliced bread, or it's the best tech stock you've ever seen. So what they'll do, they'll start sending out information. And as you start trading, I guarantee you, as you start doing your research on penny stocks, you're going to start getting emails, because there's something called tags. If I can use a term, they redirect from your IP address. They take your IP address and they see what you're looking at. This is your address in this box, right? They'll see what you're looking at. Have you ever been on, you looked at like a car for the men, or women look up a dress or whatever, and all of a sudden when you go to another page, that same dress you look at pop up in the side of your screen? You ever seen that? Okay, so what happens is it captures your IP address, and then when you go to look something else up, after it's captured that, it redirects that information to the side of your screen. So what's going to happen when you start doing research on penny stocks? It's going to capture your information, the cookie's going to capture it, and then it's going to start sending you information. These guys buy this stuff off the internet. When they buy it and they find out who's looking at penny stocks, then they start their fake move on you. All of them are not fake, but some of them are. And this is what they do. They'll tell you we got the best technology, we got the latest trend that's coming out, and people start to jump in. And what they do, they jump in and jump in. It'll start at a penny. They'll tell you it's gonna go to $3. That's their normal one. Oh man, it's gonna go from 1 penny to $3. And it'll go up to about 10 or 20 cents. And you got, say you bought a penny, you bought 2,000 shares. So now your shares is worth what, 10 cents times 2,000, what is that? Help me out on the math real quick. 200? So you got $200. Now you get excited. Now you want to dump, because it's only 10 cents. Now you want to go and jump 1,000 or another 5,000 in there. And this is how they do it. When you go in and you dump all that money in, now they doing this nationwide. Now they've accumulated an account of about $1 million or $2 million. They have their shares too. Remember, when a corporation opens up, they have a number of shares that they keep for themselves. They sell all their shares, they pull that $2 million out, and then your shares go back down to a penny or become worthless. That's pump and dump. That is the main reason that you have to be careful when you start buying penny stocks.
Think and Trade LLC makes no investment recommendations and does not provide financial, tax, or legal advice. Content and tools are provided for educational and informational purposes only. Any stock options or future symbols displayed are for illustrative purposes only and are not intended to portray a recommendation to buy or sell a particular security. Products and services intended for U.S. customers and may not be available or offered in other jurisdictions. Online trading has inherent risk, system response, and access times that may vary due to market conditions, system performance, volume, and other factors. Options and futures involve risk and are not suitable for all investors. Please read characteristics and risks of standardized options and risk disclosure statements for futures and options prior to trading, which is also available by calling 888-280-8020 or 312-629-5455. And investors should understand these and additional risks before trading.